Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 25th of June 1970. What is the language of the subtle reason? At present, the avyakt has to take the support of the corporeal for the sake of the residents of the corporeal world, in order to speak the same way that they do. In the subtle reason, a lot can be clarified in 1 second. Here in your world, it can only be clarified after a lot of speaking. This is the difference between the corporeal language and the subtle language. Can you understand from Babdada's signals what Babdada is saying today? Through signs, you can catch conversations and scenes from a long distance away. In the same way, on the basis of your awake stage, can't you catch the things that are directly in front of you? Today, Babdada is checking to what extent each one has become a checker, and together with that, a maker. To the extent you are a checker, you can accordingly become a maker. You are lawmakers and makers of the new world, and also peacemakers. Government inspectors check adulteration and corruption without disclosing their identity. You must become the checkers for the almighty government and go to those who practice adulteration and corruption. Become the checkers with the authority of the Panda government and go and challenge them, so that as soon as they see you, they become afraid of their adulteration and corruption and bow their heads. This service remains to be done. Your name will be glorified through this. When one of them bows his head, many others will also bow their heads. But first, you have to become your own checker. How can you check the adulteration and corruption of others if you yourself are still adulterated and corrupt? To the extent that you become a checker and maker, you then become a ruler. Rulers are not dependent on anyone, they have a right and so will not be subservient to Maya. To the extent you consider yourself to have a right, you will also have a generous heart. Generous heart, to the extent to which you are generous hearted, you become an example to others. Always remember your right. When Maya enters someone, she brings laziness in many different forms. You become body conscious, and with this become lazy in Srimad and lazy in verifying. Then body consciousness increases. Laziness and unhappiness distances you in corporeal relationships. Laziness is the sixth vice. Many think I will do it later. There is no rush. This is Maya in a very royal form. Many also think, how can I have an avyakt stage for 6 to 8 hours in this life whilst still making effort? This stage will only come at the end. This is also a royal form of laziness. I will think about it, I will see about it. All this laziness. Many also think there are very few fixed seats anyway, and so when they see others making a lot of effort, they think they cannot go that far, and so whatever stage they have reached is good enough. This is also a form of laziness. Laziness enters first in a very subtle way through thoughts. After that, it takes on a larger form. If you remove it at the start, you will not face much opposition. Now you must become the checkers of all this. You check the external form of Maya. Now you have to check this subtle form. Remember your slogan, if not now, then never. Because you are the senior ones, Babdada is explaining all this, keeping you in front. Those who are loved are kept in front. You are wondering why Babdada is not speaking louder. According to the subtle world sanskars of silence, when coming to the corporeal from the subtle, it does not seem right to speak loudly. All of you have to gradually move to conducting your activities through signals whilst going beyond sound. You have to practice this. You have to develop the power of discrimination and of being far-sighted. You will need a far-reaching intellect. This is why you are told to perform drills of the intellect to make the intellect powerful. You do have to sustain your household, but you forget to have an attitude of disinterest to the extent that you fix a seat and also time for yourself. So you will also be able to fix the activities of your household. The more your intellect remains fixed, the more you will the programs also remain fixed. If your program is fixed, your progress will be fixed. Now learn how to fix something. Now the only thing that remains is to become complete and to make others complete. You have to stay in the corporeal world simply for this task. Acha. Out of the deity stage and the avyakt stage, which is more elevated. In the deity life, knowledge remains merged, whereas in the avyakt stage, knowledge remains immersed. So now you have to create the avyakt stage. Create such an avyakt stage that whoever comes in front of you forgets their corporeal form. Just as with air conditioning, no matter what the weather outside is like, when you go into an air conditioned room, you forget whether it is hot or cold. It is changed. So too should they forget the corporeal form. The avyakt connection should be such that whoever comes should forget a connection with the avyakt and he should change. He should forget the corporeal, but this will only happen when you yourself have forgotten it and have changed. Otherwise, it will not be possible. So now create such an avyakt stage. You have to do service through your activity and through the change in you. Change and forget. Om Shanti.